Good morning, everyone. This is our Friday coffee break from First Presbyterian Church of Verona. Yesterday, Riley joined us on our coffee break, and I didn't tell you his name. This is Riley, and he's always a little funny when the camera's rolling. I don't know how he knows the camera's rolling, but he always has the same reaction. So everybody say hi to Riley. I'm going to put him down now. I just wanted to let you know that the coffee breaks for the week are going to be over today. We'll start again next week on Tuesday. On Sunday, we will have a watch party for a Sunday morning worship service that's a little bit more involved than our coffee breaks. And this week, we're going to be able to experiment with having two hymns, which our director of music has recorded, and we'll be able to include in that, as well as a very interesting passing of the peace. So just come on board for that at 10:15 on Sunday morning. For today's coffee break, I wanted to talk about the fact that many of us are trying to be there for other people while we're managing our own needs. And whether we're a parent or a grandparent, a neighbor or a friend, and then of course there's work. And I'm especially thinking of two members of First Presbyterian Church Verona who are on the front lines. They're both medical professionals working in hospitals. This moment in our history reminds me of the first pastoral visits I made when I came out of seminary in the 90s. I sat with women who had raised children while their husbands fought in World War II. Some of the husbands came home and some did not. I listened to the stories of those women and was astonished at the strength of their leadership. They spoke to me of their humanity, of their vulnerability, and sometimes of regrets. They did not know that their strength and their courage shone through to me in those conversations. And I always asked them, "How did you do it?" They all gave me the same answer. We had to keep going. I had to keep going because my children needed me. Who has God given you to love in this moment? No matter how many people, and even if your love must be given over the phone or a computer screen, those are the people for whom you need to keep going. We have a story from a leader in the original church to help us with our call to serve while we all with our need to be served. It's from the Apostle Paul, who once said, "When I am weak, then I am strong." He meant that as a creature, as a human being, he was not created to function on his own. God created Paul and all of us to function in concert with God's Holy Spirit and with the promptings of the Holy Spirit with each other. Part of what makes God's Spirit holy is that it helps us to step up in courage in a human way, learning from, relying on, and collaborating with other human beings. Here at the First Presbyterian Church of Verona, new ministry teams are forming as people step forward and donate time they don't have, scramble to learn and teach technology, redesign our food ministry so that it is safe, and many more things. This groundswell has miraculously crossed generational boundaries and made a mockery of memes that put down generations, most especially the millennials. I want to thank two of our millennials in particular, Liz and Nicole, without whom most of our digital presence could not be what it is. I also want to thank people my age and older who have made the effort to learn so that we can be the church together. And thank you to the Newark Presbytery for sponsoring a 3-month membership to Zoom so that our church boards and committees can have visual meetings with church leaders that last for longer than 40 minutes. I pray that God's Spirit would surprise you today with that beautiful mystery of God's life-giving Spirit flowing through both our needs and our abilities and making something beautiful from it together. God bless.